Good morning, everyone. Here's your Mormon news update for November 1st, 2024. Can't believe it's November already. Today, I'm going to start off with a personal experience I had this week with a Mormon couple from Utah. My husband and I are planning a trip to Utah at the beginning of next year because we have a niece getting married in Salt Lake. Our kids missed the snow from Alaska, so our plan is to attend the wedding and then just go sledding for days. Let's hope Utah delivers. We found a great VRBO south of Salt Lake and booked it yesterday while we were sitting in the ER, no less, just hours before my husband had an emergency appendectomy. Then when we got home after a very stressful day, we got this message from the owners of the VRBO. Hello, we found that there was a glitch in our pricing software for our property listed on Vrbo. We are so sorry for this inconvenience. The pricing for this time of year is higher than what you paid. We reached out to Vrbo and they recommended that we resolve this directly with you rather than getting them involved. That sentence right there has got to be a lie. It is against Vrbo policy to change the price of a rental after it has already been booked and paid for, which it had. And Vrbo would not encourage them to reach out to someone and resolve it. Odds are they never contacted Vrbo. They just sent that in a message to us to make it seem like what they were doing was legit while it was not. The message then said, "We're going to need to cancel this reservation. We invite you to rebook and would offer you a 15% discount off the correct rate for your inconvenience. If you decide not to rebook, we totally understand. Once again, we are so sorry about this error and hope we can get this resolved soon. Thanks so much, Lisa and Jeff." My husband responded to that message by saying, "Oh wow, that's unfortunate and disappointing. What is the actual rate?" To which Lisa and Jeff responded, "It's about $350 per night, but with 15% off, it would be just under $300. After this, we called Vrbo just to confirm that Lisa and Jeff were not being honest and were violating Vrbo policy. Vrbo confirmed that they were going against policy and gave us a full refund. This terrible interaction led to me doing a little digging on Lisa and Jeff Warnick, who happen to have a very public life. Turns out they are absolutely Mormon and they own an MLM called Thrive Life. You can find their products at shopthrivefood.com. If you Google Thrive Life, you will also find a Better Business inquiry about it that says the following: Case number 138-2023, monitoring inquiry, Thrive Life LLC company description. Thrive Life LLC, Thrive Life, or The Company, is a direct selling company founded in 2005 and based in American Fork, Utah. The company manufactures and markets freeze-dried and rehydrated foods. Basis of inquiry: the Direct Selling Self-Regulatory Council, DSSRC, is a national advertising self-regulation program administered by the Better Business Bureau National Programs. This inquiry was commenced by DSSRC pursuant to its ongoing independent monitoring process, which monitors advertising and marketing claims disseminated by direct selling companies and their Salesforce members. This inquiry concerned earnings claims disseminated by company Salesforce members on Facebook and YouTube, as well as on the company website. DSSRC was concerned that the earning claims communicated the message that the typical Thrive Life Salesforce member can earn significant income through the company's business opportunity. The representative claims that formed the basis for DSSRC's inquiry are set forth below. Earnings claims, and then it has a bunch of quotes from things that they found online. Our full-time income for quite a while. I was able to quit my truck driving job in January 2019. My income has grown considerably since then because I continue to add new customers and I continue to get residual income. Advantages of being a consultant are supplement or replace a full-time income. Thrive Life has an excellent opportunity to make a decent income sharing things you love. YouTube video titled "Debt Free Again" with copy stating, "Would you like to earn a paycheck every time your neighbor goes grocery shopping every month?" YouTube video titled "Thrive Life 2018 Pre-Launch to Set Up Your 7-Figure Income." At 1 minute and 38 seconds it says, "This is the honest truth that within 8 months of doing the Thrive Life program, we not only replaced my entire salary, but it almost doubled it." Are you looking for financial independence and future residual income that you can pass to your children? Whether it's going to be a full-time gig or just a side hustle. And if you want a high level of income, there's a plan for you. Please give our contact info to anyone who is interested in eating healthy or saving time, earning extra income, free trips, needs a part-time job or a full-time job, or isn't happy with their current job. YouTube video titled Webinar Earn 100,000 with Thrive Life with New Compensation Plan, with copy stating your Thrive business can earn you over $10,000 a month. Thrive Life stated that the company is dedicated to supporting its sales force members and providing a compliant environment to communicate truthful and accurate product and earnings claims to the public. The company further informed DSSRC that it was in the process of generating a compensation disclosure and earnings disclaimer and provided DSSRC with drafts of those documents. The company also provided DSSRC with specific responses to the claims identified by DSSRC in this inquiry. The company did not attempt to substantiate the earnings claims in the social media posts that were identified in the inquiry. Rather, the company indicated to DSSRC that it would take the necessary action to remove the non-compliant posts in their entirety. All of this was just too Mormon not to share. A well-to-do couple with a large Mormon family overselling their MLM and then violating Verbo policy to make a quick buck. Not all Mormons are like this, but I have met way too many and reported on way too many that are. Jeff and Lisa Warnick, who tried to take our family for an extra $1,200, live in Highland, Utah, in a home valued over $1 million. I can see, though, that while they are proud to stand in front of the Mormon temple with their kids, their business practices could use some tweaking. Now let's take a moment to look at this image. It first has an article from the Salt Lake Tribune about the reviews for the new horror movie Heretic that is coming out this month. The movie is about two young missionaries who become ensnared in a deadly game of cat and mouse when they knock on the door of the diabolical Mr. Reed. Trapped in his home, they must turn to their faith if they want to make it out alive. Then, in this screenshot, right underneath the article from the Salt Lake Tribune, the church has put forth its best effort to counteract the message in the Heretic with a sponsored ad that says Church of Jesus Christ. It then has the church's website, and then it says request a missionary visit. Meet with Mormon missionaries. Whatever your life is missing, God can help you find it. First of all, they may have missed the mark by advertising a missionary visit right underneath a movie about missionaries who get trapped with a madman. And also it says meet with Mormon missionaries. The church is literally paying for victories for Satan at this point. Now we will go to abc4.com, where it says the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has released the fourth and final volume of the church's official history entitled Saints Volume 4, Sounded in Every Ear. It's interesting to me that they say official history because they have had many official histories, and the Saints volumes are actually different in a lot of ways than the previous official histories of the church. This is the latest and final book in the religion's official history, and it tells the story of the LDS Church from 1955 to 2020, which the church says is a period of accelerated worldwide church growth and temple building. The church released 3 volumes prior. Each volume covered a different period of church history. Volume 1 covered 1813 through 1846, and the volume was titled The Standard of Truth. Contained in Volume 1 are the beginnings of the church, what it refers to as the first vision, the coming forth of the Book of Mormon, the church's organization in New York, and the move to Kirtland, where early Latter-day Saints built the first temple in this dispensation. Volume 2, No Unhallowed Hand, covered the move westward to the Salt Lake Valley from Independence and Nauvoo. Volume 3, Boldly, Nobly, and Independent, covered the global expansion of the church into Central and South America as well as Europe, where the Bern, Switzerland temple was dedicated in 1955. Volume 4 is filled with individual stories, faith-promoting stories, inspiring stories. So our invitation today is for you to have saints and study and find what we have found there, stories of people who follow Jesus Christ and find him. We will find our Savior Jesus Christ in the pages and the devotion and the lives that are there, said Elder Hugo E. Martinez, a General Authority 70 who helps run the Church History Department. Matt Groh, the Managing Director of the Church History Department, said of the 4th volume that it tells an increasingly global story of church expansion. It's our deepest hope that Latter-day Saints around the world will be able to see themselves in the story and ponder how they can carry on the legacy of faith and serve as exemplified in our history, Groh said. The volume was released in 14 languages and can now be found in stores as well as the Gospel Library app. Readers will learn more about the beginnings of priesthood correlation and family search, the blessings of the Perpetual Education Fund, which is a fund that members donate to, and then the church loans it to people in developing countries so they can go to school and makes a profit off of these people while they charge them interest. on the money that was donated to the church for them. The establishment of stakes in South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, and the Pacific, the church's building program, the rapid construction of temples all over the world, and the revelation on priesthood ending race-based priesthood and temple restrictions, the church said. Historian Jed Woodworth said that the church wrote this volume for those who didn't experience much of the prior history firsthand. We did try and write the book in such a way, and this is true for all 4 books, that it could be understood by people of our faith, but the primary audience is for the rising generation, he said on Tuesday. It's to inoculate them, so that when they hear strange things about church history, they'll be like, oh, I've heard that before. It's fine. The church explained it away. The church also revamped the Saints YouTube channel and created a landing page for many of the stories that are featured in each volume. And to finish up today, let's look at this fun graphic that says, the Book of Mormon teaches that Jews came to America 4,000 years ago in wooden submarines filled with bees, cows, sheep, and live fish. Today's update might be a little bit shorter. Yesterday was incredibly hectic for me, and I need to take some rest. I hope all of you can have a wonderful weekend, and as always, I absolutely hope you have the day that you deserve.